right, this is a drone video of the 5 acres with the little cabin, little homestead on it. We are about to launch the drone. We're parked on the driveway. We're looking northeast. You can see the driveway, and then in the distance is the easement road that borders the northeast part of the property. The county road actually borders most of the north part of the property, and then that easement road borders the northeast part. We'll see more once we get up in the air here. In a moment, we'll spin around and we'll see the cabin and some of the little structures. There we go. So the little blue cabin is set up nicely. One basically open large room inside with kind of a bedroom area, a kitchen area, and then a living room area in the middle with the stove. To the left, you can see the outdoor shower / bathroom combo. This was set up really nicely. I mean, the people lived here for a couple years, and then they moved to a different state. Those are solar panels on top. Excuse me, solar panels on top that serve that bathroom area. So there's a couple batteries inside, and I think it's some DC lights, specifically in that little bathroom area. That's an outdoor shower, toilet, and sink are inside. They don't look like they've been used for quite a while. The water setup, there's some large cisterns. If you look to the left, you can see that tarp. We'll get there in a second, though. There you can see the actual outdoor shower. It's pretty cool. It's set up like a camp, basically. So you could use that. You could use something different. I mean, you've got a lot of options here. That area, I believe they dug out as a large root cellar. So if you go in that door, it's been dug out with, I guess, an excavator or a backhoe or something, and there's a large area in there. It's just really, really, really cool. And that's where most of the large water containers, large cisterns are. I believe there's well over 1,000 gallons of water storage. That's a garden area that looked like it hadn't been maintained for a year or two. You'll see these big pine trees everywhere on the property. Hardwoods as well, but just a beautiful pine grove. The cabin, obviously this is a drone video, so we won't go inside the cabin, but we do have a ground video where we go in the cabin, and that's really cool as well. I mean, this was a functioning place. It is hooked to the power line, so although you would have, of course, an option of going off grid, it's pretty great that it's actually hooked to the power. So you do have that as well. Let's run right to the cabin. Nice long driveway that comes in off that easement road. And when you look at the map, you'll see better how the property is situated, that it does border the county road and the easement road, which is pretty cool. They've got some wood that was stacked up over there, apparently. It's a wood stove that's inside that cabin. There you can see air conditioner, and that air conditioner is more than enough for that cabin, from what they told us. They've got some cool trails going around. That little structure in the back had to do with the garden, I believe. There you can see some of the paths that lead from the cabin back to the outdoor shower and bathroom area, going up through the pine trees, and we're facing southerly right now, basically. The darker trees are going to be the pines, the lighter trees are going to be the hardwoods. This was really overcast the day that this video was taken, but we're still going to get a pretty good look at this. Truck obviously is parked on the driveway. Power pole way off to the left. And let's see where we go from here. The property is going to be the highest about where we are on the north side up by the county road. As we back up, that's the county road, so that's Sargent Road. And you can see the road that goes up and to the left, that's the easement road, and then the smaller road that goes up and to the right is the driveway, which comes off of the easement road. The road at the bottom of the screen going down goes to a different property on the other side of Sargent Road. So we're facing southerly, but we're looking at the northern part of the property, which borders Sargent Road and the easement road. Okay, so now we've panned up. We're looking essentially easterly on the easement road, which goes down to the little pond, lake or pond, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be on the left of center up there. If we were a little higher in the air, you'd see it, but it's just maybe a half mile past the property on the easement road. So now facing south, I believe we'll do a flyover. And I haven't seen this video in its entirety, but the topo map indicates a little creek bed on the southern part of the property, and I'm hoping we're able to see that with the drone video, but we'll see in just a minute or two, I imagine. So again, looking southerly over the property, and you can somewhat see, if you look at the lay of the ground here, how it slopes down, and then there's a little valley area, and it starts to slope back up. The map shows that's about 600 or 700 feet past where the cabin is, or past where the county road is, so it goes back quite a ways. And we're just kind of checking out the trees as we go southerly here. They took 3 or 4 drone videos, and some of them came out and some of them didn't, so they kind of spliced them together here to give you a good overview. The property is basically all wooded other than the building site up by the cabin there. So now we're just checking out the area. We've spun around and we're facing north. So we're probably over about the middle of the property, looking north toward the cabin and toward the county road. And as we said before, you will find some beautiful trees on this property. Once it's been paid for in full, you could cut the trees, you could sell the trees, you could use them to build a larger cabin. That's after the property's been paid for in full. If you choose to burn firewood, you cannot cut the trees for firewood until the property's been paid for in full, so please keep that in mind. Now here, I think we're going down to try to find that little creek bed. The problem is with the leaves on the trees, oh, that could be something right there. Generally, it's almost impossible to see a little creek when the leaves are out. That could be. It looks like there may be a little water down there. It'd be nice to really explore on foot to see what you can see, but if you look at the topo map, you'll see that there's a blue line on the topo map that crosses over the southern end of the property, which does indicate some type of creek bed, probably a wet weather creek or a seasonal creek. It's very unlikely that it runs all year round. Although if that's the creek bed, you can see some nice gravel deposits, and that would be typical of a true Ozark creek bed, even a small one. In addition to the beautiful pine trees, you'll find red oak, you'll find white oak, you're likely to find hickory trees, black walnut, sycamore trees. Sycamores would be more likely down by the creek bed toward the south side of the property, but they can pop up anywhere. They're beautiful trees. So excellent location on this property. This is in Texas County, Missouri. So right kind of in the heart of the Ozarks. Fantastic area for hunting, for white-tailed deer and for turkey. This is not too far off of Highway 60, which is the kind of the main east-west road in southern Missouri. You've got several little towns nearby, and you're just a little over an hour east of Springfield, Missouri, which is the largest city in southern Missouri by far. So you could get to Springfield and be back just a couple hours. Okay, coming in tight on the cabin and the building site again. And that big, beautiful timber. To the left, that structure that was part of the garden that looked like some tarps that were kind of coming apart off by the garden area. We almost never have a property that has a little cabin on it, and we basically, I don't think we've ever had one that was set up as a homestead. I mean, they appeared to really care about this place. And when you see the ground video, I think you'll see that they spent a lot of time on the little walkways and just all kinds of stuff. And if someone comes in and gets it cleaned up and spruced up, it's going to be really awesome. So there you have it. InstantAcres.com is where you can go to check availability and to check all the details. We'll have other videos and maps and good stuff there. So InstantAcres.com for owner finance land. Everything we sell on our website, we sell with just a simple down payment, and then monthly payments, generally about a 15-year term. Interest rate will depend on your down payment, but give us a call or check out the website or send us an email, and we would love to chat with you. InstantAcres.com.